Well, good morning, sir.
Good morning. I was doing the same thing.
Oh, dude, I already ruined it with the truck in the background, but oh man, if you guys like Mustangs, there's a whole lot of them here, and Rick's here. Dang, dude. See, I like that one the best so far because it's green. Dang, dude, look at all these Mustangs in here. Look at that one. Wide body boy. So cool. So cool. I can't believe how many Mustangs are in here. There's so many cars. So showed you some of the cars before, but I just walked back up to the front and magically this friggin' thing is here now. Oh my god, dude. What an amazing collection of cars. Crazy. This place is nuts. So cool. So, got Nerren's car up there. We're here at Shelby, North America. I'm walking around checking out all these cool cars. There's so many here. They have the museum over there that we haven't even looked at yet. But as I'm walking around, you might think, wow, look at these things, right? But, me, I walk around and I see this thing, two of these things just sitting in the corner over here. And I'm like, man, that's calling my name. Vince is actually the engineer who designs all of the Shelbys, and he's been doing it for 22 years. So if you've seen a Shelby that you liked, Vince was in charge of making it. So I asked him, I was like, what's up with these? I see the GT500 front bumper on this 05 to 09, and then obviously you have a 1314, I think. And I said, what's the deal with this car? What are you doing with that bumper? And he said, this is actually the first GT500 S197 ever made. This one right here, not it like in whatever, like this is the very first one. And so I was like, whoa, that's crazy, that's really cool. Like, why do you have it? What are you doing with it? He said he just uses it to make hoods. But he also told me something that me, as an engine nerd, would go nuts for, and that is this. This is an IRS on an S197. They never existed outside of this one right here. This is the only IRS for an S197 that was supposed to come from Ford, and it never happened. And Shelby's the one who helped do it. So I lost my mind. I love that this thing's sitting in here collecting dust, and it looks like a hunk, but it is automotive history that probably will eventually be redone and put in the museum over there, and it will be shiny and beautiful and worth lots of money. But for right now, it lives right there. Look at this man, getting all the shots up there.
Damn right.
Looks good. So give us the summary of this week so far.
Summary. Started out strong, flew into Vegas. Showed up to Shelby. Always gonna be a good week when you're around Shelby American. Then immediately turned for a different direction, we'll go with.
Yep.
So finding that old squirter in the pan set us back a little bit on everything we need to get done, because I was looking forward to installing the new silver coilovers and Scotidi Angle kit because it's G. And luckily Scott is a master at installing them. Remember now?
Yeah, dude.
But it went on so seamlessly. The kit already comes set up, so it's out of the box. It's already ready to rock and roll. You just need to essentially set your toe and ride height. But so after we got all of the unpredicted things knocked out, we got onto the angle kit and set the coilovers up, and it was this super seamless process, which is really cool. Like a lot of the angle kits, there's so much to adjust and get into. You can get yourself in trouble more so than not, unless you have a background of knowledge of chassis setup or even just what each individual adjustment does. So with how it's come set up from Scotty D, it's definitely a kit you can just throw on there and really rock and roll. Just throw some toe plates on there and freaking boogie, because camber's ideally set where you want to be at, with and caster as well. So there's not really much to it, and going out there and you're rocking and rolling very quickly. So anyway, shout out to my man Scotty D. Thanks, dog.
Hell yeah.
Ready to boogie in this car. Ready to freaking feel what this thing feels like. A little bit of jacking in there and all that contact patch has me freaking excited.
Yeah. Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
So yeah, we got all the parts on and everything, but I don't see any burnt rubber right now.
No burnt rubber. Tires still brand new. After we got everything buttoned up with the old squirter block offs and then your angle kit and the Silver's coilovers, did an alignment right here at Shelby, which is super fantastic. It was probably literally the fastest alignment I've ever done. Like, your stuff was set where it needed to be already.
Yeah.
We set toe, front, and rear, and a little bit of camber, and we were done in like only 20 minutes. It almost took longer to set the car up on here, but after that, our next stop was going to Animal Auto in Corona, California. See why we're having a no start issue. No fire issue. So after seeing we were running, we started, like the last day started giving us some kind of misfired a little bit at like park throttle, and then eventually got to where it was just pumping too much fuel into the cylinders, and the plugs were coming out soaking wet and not firing right off. So we don't, with going to Animal Auto, Andrew Molina down there, he works with Haltech, and those guys are super smart on kind of anything tuning related or harness related, and we were going through and just knocking out one possibility out of the next, and that was making sure we had a spark, making sure timing was set. So we set TDC on number 1 cylinder and didn't had a timing gun on it, make sure that was set in the tune, and we're getting fuel, air, spark, just no boom. So we're still on the drawing board with that one. We checked compression today, it was like 200 across the board on all cylinders. So everything is looking like everything on the engine side is good. It may be just a wiring side on us, because we actually right now, until our new harness gets done, or actually repin the Holly harness that was in here to the Haltech ECU, and between that Holly harness and the battery voltage not being super high up, that we initially thought that could have been causing some issues, but I believe it's in our harness somewhere with repinning it, or something that was either done on our side, but we're still chasing that issue. Good thing is, car is ready to rock and roll. Andrew at Haltech is putting our ECU on a bench tester just to ensure no problems with the ECU when we lost some battery voltage. We don't believe that's the case, but we want to rule out all potential options of not starting up. So we're gonna have to make another trip back out here for our testing day, unfortunately. But fortunately with the engine, everything looks to be perfect. Like I said, compression across the board was 200, 202, all within a couple pounds. But
one day at a time.
Yeah, one day at a time. The timing, everything on the front timing changes. Like Ford Motors are notorious for all kinds of timing gears up front. So they got your secondary change and your main primary change, and looking at those, everything looks where they needed to be. And so we don't think it's a mechanical issue as of right now, unless there's something totally not seen, but I don't think so. We'll keep you guys updated on the calls, and the next time hopefully you see this thing, we'll be working through it, and we're going to be blowing some tire smoke out the back with all this Scotidi angle.
Hell yeah.
Next time we see you guys for February, our February trip to out here to Shelby and Las Vegas with my boys Scotty D and Justin Bauer and Hot Sauce, baby, my car seat's back there, freaking my dude. So we're out for now. Shout out to all the guys that supported us at the Shelby build, and we'll keep you guys posted. More videos coming your way, and also what we're going to be doing this year with Shelby. Talk to you guys soon.
So I'm horrible at filming stuff. I always forget to film a lot of stuff, but that's because I'm having too much fun. But this is the end of our week at Shelby American with Jonathan Nerren. We came out here obviously to put an angle kit on the car. Supposed to test it, unfortunately things happen, but if you're in drifting and you don't think that's normal, then you haven't had enough problems yet, because it always happens. No surprise to me, it's just the way it goes, but I'm excited. Everything else is ready and set up. We even helped with some rear suspension setup and front ride height, coilover, preload, that kind of thing. So excited to hear how he likes it, excited to see what he thinks. But dude, overall, this is like way overshadowed by just simply being at Shelby American. This place is full of history, full of amazing cars, full of really cool stuff that they're doing to these cars. It was awesome to come out here and be able to see this in person, and I'm just pumped to see this car rip. This is a really cool thing that there's a Mustang and drifting that's associated with Shelby. It's really awesome to be a part of that with Jonathan Nerren, and yeah dude, hopefully the next one is you shredding. John's behind the camera.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, we're definitely gonna be shredding next time.
And I hope you guys come out to Ford Fest. It'd be amazing to have yet another Scotidi Mustang at Ford Fest, but also probably one of the highest power and most gnarly ones to be there. So that'd be really cool. But either way, I'm sure this thing's gonna be doing some wild shit this year. So I really look forward to it.
For sure.